combination.
All right.
Not all are jacked.
Our top story, Pirates, Astros, Yordan Alvarez. Yordan has 21 home runs.
It's impressive.
That one off Bubba Chandler in the Crawford boxes. However, despite having multiple leads, Mike Burrows and the Astros could not hold him. Oneil Cruz, his 14th home run of the season.
Man, is he looking good.
Yeah, he is. And then Brian Abreu facing Brandon Lau after a long at-bat. Lau bangs one off the foul pole. Pirates go on to win 10-6. The Pirates have 71 home runs this year, putting them on a pace for 189. They hit 117 all of last year.
Look at this, a good sample size for Oneil Cruz. Last 9 games, and I was Case with the Pirates in spring, and it was right when Brandon Lau got there. And I was interviewing Brandon Lau, and Oneil Cruz was working out kind of a couple feet away. And Brandon said, I'm telling you, if I had one half of the tools he has, because I have to work so hard, and both are incredible players. It was just a matter of putting in the work and having it come together, and we're seeing it happen right now.
Yeah, no, Shahaz, that's the truth. We are seeing it happen. They've been waiting in Pittsburgh. You know, when you talk about Oneil Cruz, last year he kind of scuffled a little bit, but everyone's always like, you know, what you guys were talking about. This guy's tool set is beyond. I mean, couldn't be a superstar in this league. And I think now we're starting to see it in Pittsburgh and what he's doing. I mean, you just take a look really at the numbers that he's putting up this season. You know, it's been, you know, there it is right here. When you first off, if you've ever been up against this guy, he's so imposing. But the swing he's 6'7", 240-some pounds, absolute monster, but he can absolutely fly, hits the ball all over the place. I know people talk about his center field, but he's getting better. But look at this right here in the last 3 seasons. Talk about getting better and starting to, you know, understand your skill set. But look at 2026 through 59 games. Already 14 home runs. He already has 19 stolen bases. I mean, and his weighted runs created plus at a 123. This guy's starting to figure it out. And the skill set, you know, really is pretty incredible. But you take a look at what he's been doing, and I think this is what he's been doing a little differently this season, is he's hitting the breaking balls. Mike, right? He got a slider yesterday, covered that for a 3-run homer. But the breaking balls that he's covering this season, this is what he wasn't doing last year. Last year, he was an out. If you spun it to him last year, he was really an out. But this season, not the case anymore. Here's another changeup that kind of backs up from Tyone. He skies one out there in Wrigley and gets through it. And another one right here, splitter outside. Now this is next level. If he can continue to do this, going to left center on breaking balls, where are you going to go with this guy? He's a real problem. But this might be the best one right here. Cease has an unbelievable slider, one of the best in the game, and then all of a sudden Oneil Cruz says, oh yeah? How about I hit this one over the bullpen? That's the kind of pop I have. Now I want to run this back. Can you run that back really quick? I want to show you the power and the torque that this guy gets on the baseball. But I want to show this area where we talk as hitters like, are you ready to launch? Ready to launch. Is the load back and you can hold that backside? And when you come down and that front foot hits, are you ready to launch? You want to talk about ready to launch? Roll this right here and I'll stop it right when he gets his leg up. Stop it right. One more click. Stop it right there. I mean, you talk about ready to launch. Still on your backside right here. This front leg kind of goes out. Maybe like an Aaron Judge. Sitting back, but look at the hands, look at the head on the front shoulder, and run this slow if you can.
He's wearing shorts.
Stops it right there, stop it right there. I mean, look at this right here. He's into the front side, backside's driving down, and he's really into this ground. Look how he gets into the ground, and now run it to contact if you could. Run it to contact. I mean, he comes down into, bam, and look at that position right there. This is why you're seeing a guy that's as imposing as Oneil Cruz, but that swing is perfection, everybody. I mean, that is right on time. Run that, you can go ahead and run that through and just see how impressive it's been. But we're gonna bring up a board right here. You talk about Oneil Cruz versus non-fastballs. You wanna talk about adjustments. This guy's making some adjustments. And the biggest thing with Oneil Cruz right now, when he's getting the pitches to hit that are up in the zone that are spinning, he's not missing them. He's doing damage, and it's just pretty incredible to see these numbers of where they're going. And, you know, listen, Donnie Kelly's the most fired up guy is the manager, Donnie Kelly, looking at what he's doing versus non-fastballs. But and there's a couple other things, when you talk about Oneil Cruz and how he really, lays into the damage that he's doing. But he's really so much better this year against left-handed pitching. You go back to an article I read. He hired a left-handed batting practice coach this offseason in the Dominican to throw him BP all offseason long, and it's paying off. It is paying off. Oneil Cruz needs to give that guy a humongous tip because what he did in this offseason is really working as far as being able to stay in against lefties, drive the ball. That ball's middle in that he drives dead center. That means that front shoulder's staying in there. It's staying tucked. And how about this ball he hit? We looked at this a couple weeks ago.
That's crazy.
Off the top of the foul pole in Texas. Are you kidding me?
That's like he's kicking a field goal and it went over the upright.
Exactly. It's absolutely incredible. But look at the splits here against lefties. His career splits have never been really good. As a matter of fact, he's really been an out. But the adjustment, how do you hit left-handed pitching? You got to face him. But also, you got to work to get better at it, which he did this offseason. But look at these numbers right here. This is a humongous jumps. That's a 5-year sample size. And then all of a sudden, you go to 2026, you go, oh, man, this is another level. A 5.14 slug. He's getting on base, hitting for an average. And the hard hit rate. Look at the hard hit rate and the barrel rate. What that shows me, guys, is a big thing for a left-handed hitter. As a left-handed hitter as I was, if I can learn to keep that front shoulder in as long as I can against the lefties, what does it make me great on too? Breaking balls, right? Because in the big leagues, these guys are great because their balls are moving the last 3 to 5 feet. Well, if I can hold this pose as long as I can, all of a sudden, I'm letting that ball make its last break, and now I'm on it. So you can see there's a big reason, a correlation here. He's hitting lefties better, and he's hitting breaking balls better too. And listen, this is just fun right here. Oneil Cruz, this guy hits the ball harder and further than anybody probably in the game. I mean, are you kidding me with this right here?
Oh.
We go back. These are just some balls that he's hit over his career. But watch where this one lands, Flo, out here in Anaheim. And this thing is up, bam, on the turf, dead center, over everything in the bushes. And you know what? This one goes out to the Monongahela River where guys out there fishing for tires, or I don't know what's out there in Monongahela.
Tires.
Catfish or something. But this ball right here absolutely launched into the fountains. That might be over the fountains. Absolutely crushed. Cincinnati, this one right here. I mean, you want to talk about hard. Look at this. Look where that one lands. In the gap about 6 rows up, but this one right here. Oh, buddy. 3-1 fastball. Way into the drink out there in the Monongahela River, guys. The 3 rivers out there in Pittsburgh. But this is a fun stat right here, right? Players that rank 95th percentile, hard hit, barrel percentage, bat speed. Look at this right here. Nick Kurtz, James Wood, Oneil Cruz. I'll tell you what, guys.
All left-handed hitters.
All left-handed hitters. And, the Bucco's got a superstar out here in Pittsburgh. If he can keep this going, it's pretty impressive. And, I think the last thing I want to talk about is just this guy can flat out fly, too. So not only can he hit, and he's doing it at a different level this year, but stolen bases, he's on pace for 37 home runs and 50 stolen bases this year. It could be around 45. It would be impressive, but I mean, this guy can flat out go. He takes about 4 strides, Shahads, and he's at second base.
And he's there.
That's what happens when you're 6'7", and the way he is. But look at this board, guys. These boards are fun. Most home runs in a 45-plus stolen base season. Bobby Bonds, Barry Bonds, my man E.D., Acuna, Alex Rodriguez, and Shohei Ohtani are the only guys. He's on pace for 37 home runs and 50 stolen bases. So, listen, they've been waiting for this to happen. It's like you said, Shahads. If everyone had his ability, wow, it would be incredible to see what he can do. Well, Oneil Cruz is doing it now, and it'd be interesting to see if he can keep this going for 162. We'll be looking at a historic season.